Good morning. It's Tuesday, March 24th, and the sun is back out shining. This morning, I opened my devotional and I read the first line, and I was amazed because it was very applicable to what I am going through right now. And the line said, this is a time in your life where you will need to learn to let go of people, of possessions, and of control. And I was like, oh no, what am I in for? But there's been a lot of loss, obviously, lately, with the death of some friends, and also just a lot of fear around my loved ones just being hurt, or just afraid for them lately. And so I read on, and it was so neat because it just talked about how, yes, we have to give our loved ones up, in that they never belonged to us in the first place. But God, when we place them back into His hands, we don't really have control over anyone else except for ourselves, but when we literally place the control back to God and trust Him to take care of our loved ones, then that fear, that anxiety, that worry is lifted off of us, and we can trust in God to take care of them. And then we just have freedom in that. And I think it's one of the hardest things to do. At least for me, I'm always worried about the people that I love, and not having them anymore, or just that they would be hurt. But it's really neat that we can pray and ask God to help us release them back into His care. And what's really neat is that we don't have to just muster up that effort on our own. We don't have to say, okay, I'm trusting you, God, I'm going to hand them back to you and never fear again. It's not like that. It's we can pray to ask the Holy Spirit to help us to do that. And I think as we get to know the character of God even more, as we go on, and we just understand how much He really does love us, and that He does have this amazing plan for the world, and we get to be a part of it, then that eases some of the fear and anxiety as well. And we know we have a good Father that we can trust, and that He'll always watch over us, and that includes our loved ones, and He'll just always give us what we need, even in the midst of some of the hardest times. He's still there, and He's active, and He's working, and we may not be able to see it, but He is, and we can trust Him in that. So this morning, I just pray that you're able to trust God with your loved ones too. And I just pray that you would start to know His character even more than you ever have, and that would just bring you peace.